What's up, y'all? This is your host, Austin Taylor, and welcome back to the Young Bucks Outdoors podcast. This week is episode 4. We're continuing our series of introductions, essentially, to all the guys, and we are sitting down with Mr. Kendal McGuire this week. So let's just go ahead and hop right into this. All right, everybody, we are back at the YBO podcast here, and today we got Kendal on the mic, and we're just going to spend a few minutes with him and, get to know him a little bit better. So, Kendal, nice to have you.
Nice to be here. See what I'm saying, man?
Oh, God, Kendal, I've not seen you this nervous in a while, buddy. This is funny. All right, so.
You should see me in front of other people.
Oh, dude.
It's even worse.
I kind of want to see this now, man, but anyways, it'll be fun.
Let's get to the show. All right, let's go.
This is a great start. I like this. All right, so we'll keep it simple. Just to start off with, tell us about yourself, kind of where you're at in life, what got you here, and then being an outdoorsman, how did that all start? Like, where did you, maybe what got you into hunting, fishing? I know you love rock climbing, all that stuff. So just kind of give us a little rundown on you.
I guess I was introduced in the outdoors when I was a little kid. I started fishing when I was probably 3 or 4. During the summers, Keaton and I would spend a week with our grandparents out in Pratt, and our grandparents had a friend who lived on some acreage and had some ponds, and they had designated ponds strictly for catfish, which nothing but catfish in one pond. You have another pond that had crappie and panfish, like sunfish and all that. Another pond had bass and whatnot, and we spend our summers there during that week and fish with our grandparents, and which was a lot of fun. Non-stop casting and reeling in fish.
And I bet some of those got pretty big because they pretty much got left there to
exactly.
grow.
We were catching 3-pound crappie.
God dang!
I'm telling you, they were monsters. Biggest crappies I've ever caught was at that pond.
And probably not going to get that record ain't going to break anytime soon.
Probably not, honestly. I haven't caught a big enough crappie since then, but yeah, that started my outdoors experience and hunting and fishing, and we'd go to some farms around the Pratt area and go hunting for prairie dogs on farmers' lands, because prairie dogs were bad for the cattle out there because they'd have their mounds and holes in which the cattle would step in, and occasionally cause some injuries on the cattle by either messing up their legs or whatnot. But that really started my hunting and fishing, I guess, life, really. It all started then, and ever since then I've been hunting any game species that's in season in Kansas. Anything from pheasants, quail, deer, turkey, duck, dove, goose, you name it, I've been after them.
And then hopefully this next year you're going out to Colorado to hopefully put yourself on an elk, right?
Be heading. That's the goal. Keaton, my dad, and I are planning a trip during rut to go after some bull elks. I've already got the calls. Been practicing those.
Yeah, and we all keep getting the videos of. He just randomly sends you a video and just.
Practice makes perfect, but that's.
Can't argue with that. Like, talking to Matthew, we kind of joked about like you and Keaton being so good with like the duck calling, and as annoying sometimes those videos you keep sending to all of us, or how often we're hanging around you guys and you just start blowing those things. You guys do get pretty good with them, so.
Yeah.
And then we get the ducks, so.
I've got to master them, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that September hunt. Hopefully we can make it happen, but either way, we got to do some scouting beforehand and make sure we find an area to go to and be all public ground and won't be any private. So it's going to it'll be hard, but hopefully the outcome is rewarding.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool. And so yeah, you mentioned like, okay, you started hunting, fishing, and you've pretty much done that your whole life, right? And then
Yeah.
like Keaton, what was your career choice with college?
So, like Keaton, we have the same degree. It's Wildlife and Outdoor Enterprise Management at K-State. Currently, right now, I'm not using that degree, but eventually I would really like to. I actually started working for a company called Mossy Oak Properties, and I saw that they were looking for some realtors, and it caught my attention because they deal a lot with land sales. With me loving the outdoors, this would give me a step in the door to work outside and dealing with farmers and ranchers, and like listing their properties. And so I actually started working for them and got to talk to some farmers, got some connections here and there, and ended up parting way with Mossy Oak and joining a different company called Mayer and Ross Properties, which I still focus with land sales, but also do residential and commercial properties as well.
So if you guys ever need a real estate agent, just call Kendall McGuire at I don't know his number. we'll link his number in the description for you.
There you go. No spam calls, please.
Yeah. God, dude, I get those all the time. But so with the real estate, you're kind of doing that right now. But do you foresee in the future kind of trying to move back into like full on outdoor industry stuff, or do you just straight up think that'll stay more of a pastime kind of thing, like something you get to just enjoy off to the side?
So eventually, my ultimate goal is to do something with land management. I really want to help others make their land better for wildlife. For instance, like quail and deer. For quail, you want good cover for them, and deer, you want obviously good cover for like fawning and brooding for quail. But that's my ultimate goal, is to do some land management business, but also do real estate on the side.
Cool. And also, like, you did do that internship in South Texas too, right? Like, that was something you got to do for
Correct.
a while?
So yeah, I did an internship while I was in college at K-State. That internship was working on a high fence ranch in South Texas. We did everything from spraying mesquite trees with herbicide to raising white-tailed deer to trapping coyotes and bobcats and wild pigs with snares.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it was a paid vacation. I did everything I loved, and I had no complaints at all while working.
Yeah. I don't know. It got pretty hot down there. I got to go visit you. And
it did get pretty hot, but after working days on days in the heat, you kind of get used to it.
Yeah. And yeah, like, you did that, and then Keaton, being twin number 2, apparently had to follow your lead. He did it the summer after.
He had to follow Big Bro. Whatever Big Bro does, Little Bro follows behind.
Oh, man. Even though, you're maybe Big Bro by, like, 2 minutes?
24 to be exact.
Cool, but one thing I asked Keaton previously as well, and I'll ask you this too. So you love doing hunting, you love fishing, you love doing all these things. Of all the outdoor related activities, if you had to choose one that you had to keep, which do you think it would be? Hunting, fishing, rock climbing, kayaking, hiking, whatever.
Between all those, I would probably pick hunting. It'd be the only thing if that was the only thing I could do the rest of my life, it'd be hunting.
Yeah? Why is that?
The reason why is because, not everybody gets to experience hunting. You have the opportunity to, but when can you go outside and get in a tree stand, for example, before sunrise and see all the wildlife awake in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even have to have a gun, to be honest. I don't even have to hunt. If I can just go outside and just see life arise in front of you and just see their behaviors without them knowing you're there. It's pretty awesome, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, just yeah. No, I mean, that was pretty poetic though. That was nice.
It is.
No, but I agree. Like, yeah, it is definitely. I was talking to Keaton too, and we were both just started talking about like it. Some of the craziest parts about it is like the things you get to see that nobody else gets to. Like people who live in the city and maybe they go to a park every now and then. What are you going to see? Maybe a few birds, a few squirrels. If you're lucky, there might be some deer there. But even then, it's like we were just talking about some of the stuff that we personally like. We started talking about some experiences with bobcats we've had where he got to see a couple like wrestling. I one time had one walk out 15 yards from me and we literally had a staring contest. And yeah, just stuff like that. Or I think he mentioned a squirrel that tried to jump from one branch to another, completely fell and just straight into the water.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that a lot of people kind of miss out on or whatever. So, and I think we've even had some friends of ours that are like, yeah, we'll try hunting. And when they go out there and once they do it, I know we had our one friend from high school and at Butler, the other Kendal.
Yeah.
He went out, he wasn't even carrying a gun. He just went out there to see what it was like. And when we got done, he's like, guys, that was so cool. And like it was just like I don't know. I don't remember exactly how he described it, but he was like, dude, that was such a wild experience. So
it's something that somebody who's not been involved in hunting or the outdoors, they don't get to experience it until, firsthand.
Yeah.
And that's something that everybody should experience, really.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of sitting behind a desk or sitting behind a TV playing video games,
yeah.
Go outside and see what's actually there.
Sometimes just going and finding a sunrise in the most secluded area in the world is sometimes the best feeling. So
exactly.
Yeah, I hear you, man. All right, to shift gears a little bit, one of the questions I've been asking everybody is, why did you want to help create this group, the Young Bucks Outdoors?
Like what I said before, a lot of people don't really experience the outdoors or have the opportunity to, but with us sharing our stories, you kind of get a first glimpse of what's there and what to expect, and maybe hopefully get other people interested in getting involved into it and showing others the benefits and of, I guess, being outside and
just some of the experiences that we get the chance to go through. Yeah,
exactly.
I got you. So on top of that, what are like your hopes for this group? Like, do you just want to have it as something that you get to enjoy and do with your buddies for years to come, or do you want to take it and use it as a platform to reach other people and, give them a chance to go, oh, that's interesting, like these guys kind of taught me how to do it, now I want to go try it myself,
Yeah, it'd be awesome to make this brand huge. Obviously it's not a whole lot right now, but having other people checking us out and seeing what it's all about and what our experiences and memories that we have from it, maybe they can look upon that and see that, oh, maybe I want to choose hunting or fishing or rock climbing as a hobby and start something new. Like 2020 is the year to do it.
Yeah, amen, man.
We have all this time, not doing really a whole lot because you're sitting behind or quarantined or whatever. This is the time to go outside and appreciate it, and hopefully our brand can introduce others to enjoy the outdoors and share memories with friends and family.
All right. And then my last question would be, as an outdoorsman, all things outdoors that you personally partake in, what would you say is one of your best memories and something that you can constantly look back on as like, this is why I do it, you know? And it doesn't have to be the favorite. I mean, just what is one of those feel good memories that you have that it's like, that's why I'm an outdoorsman, you know?
To be honest, it was probably a couple weeks ago when Austin, you came out to Manhattan to go deer hunting. I already shot a buck that season. I already shot a doe. I had one other doe tag, but my freezer was pretty full. There's really no point of...
His fiance was not really wanting any more dead deer in his apartment.
So I was really just sitting back and hoping to get Austin on a deer. And we picked out a spot, obviously, and waited in the morning, and sunrise came up, or not even before that, and we had deer less than 100 yards away from me, and we spotted them, and they started walking towards us. Anyways, the day goes on, and ended up getting Austin on a deer. I get more excited when I have somebody with me getting something, I guess. I get more excited when somebody else gets something than I get something myself. Just seeing their joy in their face and excitement, and like Austin is his first deer ever.
Yeah.
And so giving him that opportunity is hands down probably the best experience that a hunter can get. No, even though I didn't get anything myself.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's pretty cool. And then, no, it was funny though, because it was like, to an extent, you weren't actually like with me when I pulled the trigger. And so I'm like sitting there and I wasn't 100% sure if that deer was dead or not. I didn't see it run, but it had like fallen behind some brush, so I couldn't even hardly see it. So I'm like, oh crap, what happened to the deer? And out of nowhere, like he was moving over to meet up with me, and like 50 yards away, I couldn't even see him yet, and I just hear, yes.
Yeah.
And like the second that happened, my body just like shut down, and I literally crumbled and sat on the side of the hill, and I'm just shaking like, oh my god, I think I did it. But
yeah, I don't even think I've gotten that excited where I yelled when I got something.
yeah, no, dude, when you did that I think reassured me that I had gotten it, and that's when like all the emotion just freaking set in. And then you came walking around, like a couple minutes later, you walk around the corner, I'm still trying to compose myself, and I look, and you're just throwing your fist up in the air, pumping, like, yes. And yeah, so that was a good day. Plus, like, everybody else got their deers too. So, I mean,
yeah, that day could have been even better.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole weekend, because Keaton decided he wanted a whole day to himself. Everybody got their bucks, and then Keaton's like, I'll do it tomorrow morning. Bang,
just gotta
got
save
it.
the best for last, I guess, for him.
I guess so, man. But well, before we sign off, is there anything else you'd like to share, either about yourself or just in general, or like to say?
Well, as everybody knows, Young Bucks Outdoors is at its beginning. What we really appreciate for you guys is to spread our word, introduce somebody to Young Bucks Outdoors, tell them to listen to our podcast, check out our blog, see what we can do with this business, see how big we can get it, and our audience is the key to the whole journey, really. So
yeah,
I guess spread the word of Young Bucks Outdoors.
Right on, man. All right, well, we'll see you on the next episode, okay?
Sounds good, buddy.